up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. That's me about my life, man. I love it, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, no waiting around. We jump right into an AFC North battle in Week 1 between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here we go, here we go.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
Here we go. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank.
Burrow going for it on 4th. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tyson Anderson there to get him down defensively.
Ball runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Jackson. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
From the gun, Jackson. Touchdown! J.K. Dobbins from 3 yards out. And the Ravens are on the board here first in the season opener. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
I'm wondering.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it,
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll start here with a give to Mixon, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 27, Burrow. He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 55 yards.
The first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, and now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow flush to his right. And he goes out right around the 39.
Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
11 Thomas. 11 MT. 11 MT.
First down. Here's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Here we go.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Mixing up the middle. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Play action. It's Burrow. Steps away.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Rowe. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result.
And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. And that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at the 20. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. Out to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted.
picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Jackson. He'll swing this out. And oh, he coughed it up. And the Bengals grab it. And some room to roam now. Inside the 20. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
4th down, here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. And somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They go play action with Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. McPherson on for the point after.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find a completion.
Yeah, just appeared to run to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And some room to work. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bengals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
You talk about closing in a hurry as a safety and run support. Not only did he get a good run in, he gave him a pretty good pop, too, and finished off the play behind the line of scrimmage.
That's complete. Left side to Bateman.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Jackson.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
That's good for another Baltimore Ravens. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. They'll run with Dobbins. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Edwards will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. That option pitch we saw, we don't witness a ton of that in the NFL, but it worked there down near the goal line for a score.
And it's actually a great call in goal line situations because as more and more quarterbacks enter the league with that mobility and having run option in college, more pro teams are adding it to their arsenal. And now it's not just, does the quarterback run it? Does he pitch it? Now they've added that third element. He can rise up and throw the ball as well.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
12.
On third down, Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
11.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McKinney. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to first and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Being chased out left. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10.
11 MT, paint. 11 MT, paint. 11 MT. Stop.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Jackson. It's caught by Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. This time Jackson will throw it.
On the slant, he's got Davis.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews.
And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Dobbins. Touchdown, Baltimore. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th-quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go. 12. 11 coming.
Here's Burrow. He's got his man on the crossing route.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. From the gun, it's Jackson. And now here's another interception. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
On one, ready?
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Throwing, Burrow.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
But someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 40. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a
don't matter. As that teller tatter, I pray to God they rattle tattle. What's a rapper? I started off that now.